Hey guys, let's get right into it. So Britney and Yazan, Team Britney. Team Britney. Britney normally does a lot of messy stuff. This episode, I did not think she did anything wrong. Nothing wrong at all. Who cares? That's her Instagram. If she posted that before she even decided that she was going to marry this dude, what's the problem? Or even after, what's the problem? That's what she posted. She is not Muslim. She is not married. That's what she posted. It was one of Yazan's messy aunts trying to break them up, because I know it was an aunt. I know it was a bitter aunt who was looking through her Instagram and finally found something to get some mess started. Team Britney. She took a picture, tagged her man in it. His messy, bitter aunt clicked that pic, got her Instagram, and ran through her Instagram. We don't know how long ago that was. She did nothing wrong. Yazan was wrong for taking a bitter aunt side. I'm telling you, I know it was an aunt. Ain't nobody messier in any family than an auntie. Especially when they get about 60. Child, you better watch out. They're going to destroy the world if you let. Yazan should have stuck up for his future bride. He should have protected Britney. That's one thing, especially as a woman, that you want from your partner. I want to know, especially when I'm in the space that you brought me in, that I'm protected. I don't want... If I'm with you and I feel unsafe, why am I here? That is one thing that women do desire, aside from provision. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Paying bills is for men. Oh God, I thought so differently when I was living under my mother's roof and not paying anything. Girl, now I'm like, sweep me off my feet, king. But I'm just saying, your partner should always feel protected, especially when it comes to your family. They should always feel like you have their back no matter what. And Britney did not feel that way. And Yazan was very nasty, threatening to break up with her and saying this is why he didn't want to be with her. You saw that pic, bro. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. You saw that pic. You probably downloaded that pic. You probably do some things to that pic. Let's not act dumb. You knew that picture was there. You mean to tell me as her man, you ain't look through her Instagram? That's all men do. Even when they're with another woman. Like, come on. I don't buy it, Yazan. You saw the pic. You knew about the pic. You only had a problem with it when your bitter aunt had a problem with it. You should have told her messy behind to shut the hell up and mind her business and worry about her raggedy children and not your life. But I know you probably can't say that. But that's what should have happened. And then you attack Britney instead of attacking the one that started the mess. Now, Team Britney. Team Britney. And I do like how this couple is so like, I don't get it. Like, they will get into a nasty argument. Like, even Yazan, he was like, oh, she's texting me. And then he had the producer read out the text. And even after all of that, he's just like, I'm sorry. I want to be here. I want to love on you. I want to smoke hookah and love on you. Like, they are very hot and cold. Very hot and cold. Because even after all of this, Britney's just like, Sal. I love her. Sal. Are you coming back to my place? I know that Yazan is a virgin, but, you know, I respect his culture. Girl. He already hit. Like, we're all adults here. We know that Yazan is not wearing white on his wedding day. We already know that cherry is popped, and it was popped by Britney before the braces. Let's tell the truth and what? Shame the devil. She is such a Kenneth and Armando. Kenneth, baby, this is your home. You got to learn the culture. You got to learn the language. You have to stop being that weird American in, cultural spaces, because that's what you're doing. That is exactly what you're doing. Oh, I don't want avocado. Oh, it's dirty. You're in Mexico. You came in for Armando. You've been here several times. Stop acting brand new and turning up for the cameras. And you know that this was very hard for me to say because I love this couple. But Kenneth got on my nerves this episode. Where are we eating? I don't like. You better sit down and eat that damn avocado and stop it. How are there people who don't like avocado? Who raised you? Wolves. I didn't like avocado until I moved out to LA, so let me stop acting brand new. I'm acting like Kenneth. Can we also talk about how this show is obsessed with like filthy bathroom porn? What the hell is wrong with you guys? We never have to see a bathroom on this show. We never have to see a filthy restroom. And I honestly think, what is it? It's not racism. It could be racism. but it's something else. I don't know the word. I know there's a word for it, but I think, like I said before, I think this show does that to show you how impoverished the rest of the world is outside of America. I like that. Like, Kenneth and Armando do not have to go to these restaurants. I ain't never been to Mexico, but I know people who have traveled there. I have friends who are Mexican and they travel back and forth, and I see their pictures and I see their videos. This ain't all in Mexico. Y'all don't have to go here. Y'all choose to go here to, keep this narrative up that the Americans are, on 90 Day Fiance the other way. The Americans must really be in love because they're going to live in like these desolate and these, impoverished areas to be with their partner. That ain't the truth. Y'all do not have to go to these restaurants in these neighborhoods. Like, ain't nothing wrong with them, right? But I think it's perpetuating an idea that the foreigners of this show, like the foreign cast members, are living in really poor situations. The only one they couldn't do that with was Belisa, because homegirl got money. She had it in America and she got it in Colombia. So they couldn't play that game with her. But what they do is take Tim to impoverished areas, knowing good and well that Belisa would never be in any other places. Stop it. I see right through you. I see right through you. And stop with them damn bathroom pics. I can't do it. As soon as he went to go open that bathroom door, I was like, oh, I'm out. I'm out. Y'all know I have an issue with that. Listen, I don't know why I'm like that. Let me stop talking about it. I got to move on. I didn't like the way Kenneth acted. It was too much. It was too much. Whew. It was too much. Now let's get into this homophobic slur. I don't know how real it was. And I hate to say that, right? Because Armando was acting, okay? Armando was in it. The only reason why I thought this wasn't a real moment was because Kenneth's daughter reacted to what was said before anybody else reacted, right? She was like, oh! And I'm like, you speak Spanish? And before like Armando interpreted what was said, she was like, oh my gosh. Oh. And not only do you speak Spanish, you know the slurs? What's going on? Either she speaks Spanish and she knows, the Spanish or Mexican slurs. Either it's that or this wasn't real, or it was a reenactment of what actually happens. Because I've told you this before, a lot of these shows get away with being called reality shows because they are taking stuff that really happened and reacting it. So it's just like, although this didn't happen at the moment that you're watching it, it did happen at some point in this cast member's life. So I don't know if this scene was a reenactment or if Kenneth's daughter does, speak Spanish. But I was just like, that's the only thing that threw me off. She was like, oh my gosh. Turned all the way around and then Armando interpreted. I was like, or, they could have edited it the wrong way. They could have, this scene could be out of sequence. That could be it as well. But I was like, why did they give us this information before that you are bilingual?
I have never been in public in Florida and heard somebody say something so nasty.
Well, you must be living in the upside down Florida, because that's the only Florida I know. Florida? You ain't never heard nobody call your dad a slur in Florida? Upside down Florida, not right side up Florida, absolutely not in conservative. Girl, are you crazy? Were you raised in Miami? That may make some sense. But y'all don't give me Miami. Y'all give me y'all was raised in backwoods of Florida. That's what y'all give me. Or maybe you were raised in transplant Florida, because there are a lot of liberals who, is it migrate? Go to Florida because it's just very cheap to live there, but they live like in their own communities and don't like go outside of that. So maybe that's what it is, because I do have family who lives in Florida and they're just like, we don't go nowhere but, the areas that we know. Like, we don't, if we're not in Miami, we ain't nowhere. Like, that's the only place we like travel to. Clearwater, none of those places. They're like, nope, we stay right here in our little diverse liberal, community, and that's it. So that could be it as well. But I was just like, you ain't never heard nothing nasty being said about your dad in Florida? Upside down. Upside down. When is that show coming back? COVID has just messed up everything. I was so looking forward to that show. They can't cancel it. Netflix, you have canceled enough. Stop it. Put the cancel button down and go to bed. Oh, you know what? She is white, so she probably didn't hear anything like that. But you know what? The white people, especially in Florida, are slick with their mouth. No, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Florida. Girl, stop it. Ari and B. So poor Ari. Poor girl. So her mom is leaving. And she's, getting really, really sad, like anybody would. You know what I mean? Especially if you're close with your mom, like Ari mentioned. I do think that she is like having this meltdown, like breakdown, because her mom is leaving and they're very close. I also think she is crying like that because she wants to go with her. But she made this agreement, this commitment to raise their child in Ethiopia because she does not want to take another child away from him. And I think when her mom left, like she said, my mom is leaving, so now the vacation is like wearing off. Now I am, starting to realize that this is going to be my life. I think that's what's happening to her. She's realizing that, oh, okay, I'm not like eat, pray, loving anymore. I'm not just like traveling or backpacking across the country. I am actually, making a commitment to stay here. And she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to. And I think we're going to progressively see her, start to lash out and her real emotions start to come out now that her mother, who was a covering, is no longer there. Because now that her mother isn't there, the apartment that they were staying at, or the Ethiopia Days Inn, now that's gone. Now they got to actually find some place to live or live in that place that Binyan got for her. So she's starting to think about all of these things like, oh, this is my life. And she's not happy. So she's falling apart. Basically, the penis done wore off and she's starting to come to her senses. Poor thing, because all in one moment, she realized, man, I'm about to raise a child with a stranger in a foreign land to me. That's what you signed up for, honey. That's why I told you. I know it was too late for me to tell you, but you can't be eat, pray, loving around the world and having unprotected sex. What the hell? Women! Listen, I get it. You know what I mean? I get going out of the country, and having, some fun. Okay? Because I plan on going to Italy. Not now. Before COVID, okay? I was, all my black girlfriends are like, you got to go to Italy. That was supposed to be my whole trip, but that's not happening. God will shut it down, won't he? So anyway, I get it. I understand. You know what I mean? There's a couple places on my list. Italy was one of them. I had Nigeria on my list, but my cousin went and she got caught up. And I was like, you know what? Nope. She was like, Nikki. I was like, no. I'm taking it off the list. I'm taking it off the list because you can't, you can't hold Nigeria and not get caught up. You just can't. So I was like, nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. She was like, girl, I could barely leave. And the girls that I went with, some of them still there. You see what I'm saying? So no, y'all not going to have me up in Nigeria losing my damn mind over some man that y'all done told me not to date. Because my Nigerian subscribers, the women are like, girl, don't do it. Don't do it. So no, I took Nigeria off and I just, Italy was it. I'm just going to do Italy and come back and, repent and live a different life. Anyway, so I get you, Ari. I understand. But you gotta have protected sex because this is what happens. I get it. It's not the same sensation. I understand. But look at the situation, mama. You raising your baby in Ethiopia. You don't have a bathroom or a kitchen like you mentioned in the preview. Sis, this is what happens. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. And stop letting these foreign men shoot up the club. Y'all traveling around the world having unprotected sex and letting these foreign men shoot up the club? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You better pull an Onan. Black Baptist Christians know what I'm talking about. It's Judah's son, the one that spilled his seed and died. That's what spill that seed. Spill that seed on that desert floor. Not in my womb because you will have it, Ari. Gotta do better. Gotta do better. Tim and Melissa. Nothing much happened with Tim and Melissa this episode. Tim is just trying to, pull his weight, I guess, and show Melissa that he's really here for her by getting a job. And it doesn't, start off well for him because, and I think the production did this, right? Because when I saw that giant man try to get on that tiny motorcycle, I was like, oh, y'all messy. Y'all called this motorcycle for him. Y'all called this teeny tiny motorcycle for him because you knew it would be great TV. And you're right, it was. I almost passed out laughing just to see him try to get on our motorcycle. He tried. He was like, no, dude, I can't. No, senor. So far, I hope you're having a good time watching this review. The reason why I say that is because it's about to get ugly. It's about to get ugly because we are about to start talking about Devon and Jihoon. So last week, a lot of you guys disagreed with me, which is fine. Y'all know I don't care about that. That's why I say let's talk about it, because sometimes you have more information than I do. Sometimes you have a different perspective that makes me think differently of some things. Like, you know, somebody told me some tea about Devon and her mama. I don't remember who told me, because it was like several people, but I don't know where she said this, but her mom said that there's no racism in America. Girl, what? No racism? Really? Okay, ask your passing father if there's racism in America. Anyway, so I get that we will have a difference in opinions. I welcome that. That's what this channel is for. To laugh, to learn, you know, and also just, you know, bust it up with some people that you never met. You know what I mean? We're in the comment section talking to people from Sweden and Nigeria. Like, this is in America. Got to throw us in there. You know, so I want this to be a place where everybody can come and have a good time, even if you disagree, right? But I have to be very honest with you. I will never agree with putting your hands or a weapon on the body of a child. I just won't. And there were a few, far too many for my liking, people who were in my comment section being very descriptive about how you would beat Drusilla. Now, I know if you've watched my last review of Happily Ever After, I know I joked about running over Angela with the Chevy. I joke, but she's a whole Tyrannosaurus Rex. She can take a little beating by a Chevy. Not Drusilla. Weapons that people were talking about and how you would beat her in the chest. And I'm like, y'all know she like 5? I'm never okay with adults harming a child, even if it's disguised as discipline. Listen, 80s and 90s babies, we were beat by our parents. It was wrong. It was wrong. They beat us into submission. That is not okay. Drusilla is somebody who has been on the earth for 5 years. Damn, give her a break. Y'all trying to beat her for running? And I'm not that person who says that children should not be disciplined. I am all for disciplining a child because you have to. They need to learn right from wrong from you. But if you got to beat it into them, maybe you just need to find another way. Your kids should respect you and fear you a little bit, but not because they think you're going to beat them, because they don't want to disappoint you, because they love you that much and they value your opinion. And again, I ain't got no children, right? So I might be saying a different, no, I'm not going to be, I can't, like a little child, I can't agree with it, guys. And I don't feel bad about it. I don't agree with it. So if you're going to describe how you beat your kids and how you want to beat Drusilla, don't, because it's really disturbing. And also, I'm reporting you. I am reporting you. I ain't never been a snitch, but I'll be a snitch about kids. Drusilla does need to be disciplined. Drusilla is, you know, I love that she is a wild, fun, carefree kid, but taking off running even when, you know, somebody's telling her no, that's not okay. Take it up with her mama. If you want to beat somebody, take it up with her mama. Try to beat that grandmother and see what happens to you. But I'm not okay with beating children. I'll never be okay with beating children. I feel like you can be stern enough where they get the point. All Drusilla needs is Drusilla, sit down. Don't, girl, give me that. Sit down. You know what I mean? Hey, no. Hey, come here. No. You know, you could do that. You could do that. Do you really gotta take a belt to a 5-year-old? You really need to beat somebody who's 3 foot tall? You really gotta smack this bite-sized person? I don't think so. I think a lot of people I think a lot of parents are just probably overwhelmed, and that's a quick solution. Again, I get it. I don't agree with it. Let's move on. Are we still friends? So let's talk about the soil in Korea. What the hell is in that soil? What in the hell is in that? Is it James? I was going to say James and the Giant Peach. Is it James and the Giant Beanstalk? Or Curtis and the Giant whoever, Giant Beanstalk, that's that soil that they have. What's in that soil? Because those carrots were huge. were huge. They were bigger than Jihoon's mama's hand. And I will say this, Jihoon's mama is messy and shady, right? Devon is not her favorite person, but I do not feel like she was attacking Devon. I think that translator is just messy. I don't know if it was manipulated, but it is not translating what that woman is saying or how she is saying it. Like her tone is not being translated. And that's very hard to do. I honestly get it. But Devon was sitting in that kitchen pouting and pouting for no damn reason because she wasn't saying anything like to cut her. She was just like, when people come, I want you to say hi. And Devon's just like, so just, shut up and be quiet. Girl, what? What's going on? Where did you get that from? You get to the 100 Days party for Targaryen, and my goodness, he looked so adorable. He looked so adorable. Drusilla as well. Drusilla looked so cute. Targaryen looked so cute. This was really nice. I like finally seeing this family in like a happy place of, it was a meshing of cultures. Jihoon, was introducing Devon to his grandmother, who was, very accepting. I will say this, right? Devon has every right to be frustrated with Jihoon. And again, this is probably not her personality, but honey, you have a resting, miserable face. Like you're always like, like I need some joy. You gotta have some joy. I know this could just be your personality, but you always go into a situation ready to be disappointed. Jihoon is translating what his grandmother is saying, and Devon's like, what'd she say? She said you're beautiful. Only until then when she's like, okay, I get her being on guard. I absolutely understand. But since we met you, you have walked into situations already clothed in misery. You gotta work on that. Jihoon got a lot of work to do. You gotta work on that, and you gotta work on Drusilla. Because people are out here trying to beat her up for you. Even at this 100-day party. Like Drusilla, like Jihoon picked Drusilla up. I don't have a problem with her saying, no, put me down because she was playing with the balloons. Listen, kids are not for your entertainment. You know what I mean? Like Jihoon wanted to stop the kid from playing so that she can come and see his grandmother. I totally understand that. But you're taking this child out of this excited moment to get her to do something to please you, right? You're not considering her, but you want her to please you, and she has to do it because she's a kid. Kids just gotta fall in line. They're human beings as well, and you are teaching them how to treat people. Instead of picking her up and making her meet your grandmother, tell her to come here. Talk to her. I don't feel like you just have to bow down to children, but oh my goodness, y'all have such a short fuse with kids. Like just say, Drusilla, come here. I want you to meet somebody. If she says, no, the hell with you and your family. Okay, then you gotta do a little something. She's like, excuse me, come here, sit down, pop the balloons, let her know who's boss. You don't gotta take a fist to her chest. That's all I'm saying. But she does need discipline. I absolutely agree with that. I just don't think it needs to be physical. Let's not, beat children. Unless you feel like you got a school shooter on your hands. I've watched enough ID channel to know that one little pop would have set that school shooter straight. Know your baby. Know your baby. So like, popping should be your last resort. Should never be the first. Not even if you count the 3, because my mom used to do that. 1, and I'm like, okay, get the 3. I don't want to do it. Maybe I should have been popped. No. I stand by my statement. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. What did you guys think about this review? Judge my review. What do you guys think about this episode? Let's talk about it in the comment section below. And if you like what you see here, please like, comment, describe. I'm getting tired. I don't know if I got love at the lockup in me. We will see. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Did I say like? I meant it. And I will see you soon for the following episode of 90 Day Fiance, the other way around. Is it the other way? Just the other way, girl. Anyway, let me get out of here and do love at the lockup before I fall asleep. Love y'all. Bye.